move on to Youth In Revolt, the movie starring Cera, directed by Miguel Arteta. So this movie is about a young adolescent boy played by Cera, still playing adolescent boys, who's he's a virgin. He's kind of thinks of himself as sort of a loser, and he wishes that he had the bravery to take care of certain things in his life the way he wants to. And he meets a girl in a summer vacation house who is sort of manipulative, almost kind of teenage femme fatale sort of thing, who tries to get him into trouble to do things for her. And he invents this new personality to be able to do the things he wished he was brave enough to do, named Francois Dillinger. And so he gets to kind of double act in this movie. He plays sort of two different characters. This Dillinger character is sort of the anti-Micheal Cera character. And I thought that the first 25 minutes of this movie was really funny, a lot of great satire. He was almost sort of satiring the type of movies he usually is in. And there was some good dark comedy and stuff, but I felt that the movie started to fall apart toward the middle. I thought that there wasn't really enough movie or room or characterization of the Francois Dillinger thing to really warrant his existence in the movie. And I thought that in the end, it just kind of falls into a lot of teen movie cliches. Even though it's trying so bravely to break the mold, it eventually falls back into the mold. And then the ending sort of it has this just be yourself kind of ending. And I think that moral doesn't really work with what they had already set up. I don't think that him just being himself would have worked. So, in the end, I had to give it a C+. I felt that it was almost like he was trying to make a Terry Zwigoff-esque kind of movie, did Ghost World. Yeah. It's like kind of like a teen movie about teen movies, but it kind of also making fun of the hipster culture and stuff like that. But in the end, to me, it sort of was a little too discombobulated to work.
I definitely like or agree with you with the Micheal Cera playing the two roles. Yeah. But I really liked Francois, mostly because it wasn't Micheal Cera. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's played the same thing over and over and over again. Finally, he plays something new. And so I was very, very pleased to see him outside of his little box. Not that it was that much, because half the movie he's in his box, the other half he's kind of tiptoed out. Yeah. But I love the mustache, too. That was awesome. Gave him his little Chomo mustache. Yeah. But the parts of it I really did enjoy. I thought it broke the mold more than apparently you did. But I saw how you could definitely see it keeps going back. Like, it wants to be its own movie, but then it goes back to the American Pie phase. Yeah,
exactly.
A lot of embarrassing humor. Yeah. That you don't really expect this movie. I know, because Nick and Nora I expected to have embarrassing. This movie, how it started out with Zach Galifianakis and stuff, and I just saw it going in a much different place, maybe more Juno-esque. Yeah. But it does fall back where there's throwing cars off things and running around naked through part of the movie. It does revert back to a lot of the embarrassing humor, which I despise so much. Call it meet the parent syndrome. Yeah. Where you want the character to give up. You no longer care enough about the character to achieve his goals. You want him to give up because you're just too embarrassed for him.
So what grade did you give that?
I did give it a little bit better. I went with a solid B for it. Okay. I figured it was good enough that I enjoyed it. I laughed out loud several parts.
Yeah, there was some really good, some nice dialogue in there, and some good little monologues that I liked a lot. Yeah. And I think that the Francois Dillinger character, if he had just been a single character in another movie, like if Micheal Cera could play that part as like a side character in a heist film or something, that would have been a really fun thing to see. But in this movie, I just don't think that idea really worked. It just didn't fit in.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I liked Francois enough that I felt he felt his presence in there was necessary for me. Okay. Because like you said, you didn't see him being able to, if he was being himself, nothing would have happened. So he did have to do that. But I also liked some of the side characters, I like them a lot. They were
a lot of the adults in the movie I liked a lot.
Fred not Fred Ward, Fred Willard, the guy that smuggles is the smuggler.
Oh,
I can't think of his name now. Of course,
I can't either.
But anyway, there's a guy that smuggles illegal aliens in his basement, and he's one of the best characters.
Yeah, that was funny. I liked Steve Buscemi a lot in the movie. I liked a lot of the adult parts, and Zach Galifianakis, even though he kind of falls out of the movie pretty fast.
But at least he's got a part.
Yeah. And the characters who play the girls' parents, they were kind of funny.
Yeah. A lot of one of those good character movies.
Yeah.
And then the main characters are pretty blank, especially the girl. Never been in anything other than TV, I think.
Yeah.
But the lead girl is just very stale in her acting.
I thought she worked for the first part of the movie, but the movie kind of changed her character.
Yeah.
Toward the end of the movie, and they couldn't decide what they wanted her to be. Is she manipulative and you're not supposed to trust her, and that's kind of funny because he's falling for it, or is she generally a love interest and we should care about them getting together? I don't think the movie ever decided on that.
Yeah. Oh well, maybe one's open to